Hey guys, Cholera here with Diggity with Game 3 here, Stork versus Kal. It's one apiece right now, and this is going to be on Medusa. We're going to see if either player can do something creative this game. I expect if any player wants to do it, well actually, Stork is creative as hell too, but Kal probably could go for a cheese this game. What do you think about that, Diggity?
Yeah, Medusa is one of those maps where you can deny the scout fairly easily. There's a lot of opportunity for creative play. My question is, yeah, who will take the initiative? Who's going to go creative? Last time we saw, well, I'm trying to remember the last. Am I going to spoil this again? I keep getting my rounds mixed up in the OSL and the MSL. We saw 4-gate Goon to end it, I think, against Best, and it's a very, very strong. Well, not to end it. I think it was game 3 against
Right,
Best. It was a very, very strong match.
was.
Looks like we're going to see Kal in pink, by the way, starting at the, what is that, the 11 o'clock, or sorry, complete other side of the map. No, that's right, 10 o'clock position. We have Stork starting at the 6 o'clock position in orange. And of course, you keep in mind there's that third spawn at 4 o'clock. I think getting that early scout in and keeping it alive will be key. The question is I feel like these players that at caliber, they're going to be able to take that probe scout on out and then just have such an opportunity to just do something completely off the wall. The question is who will do what off the wallness? You know, will someone sneak a probe up the backside? I think that's part of the reason they made the middle of the map so unbuildable, is just because how easy it is to deny the scout. They at least got to give the players something. But I expect something creative on this map just because of the potential for it. And if I was going to take a wild guess, I'm going to say that Kal's going to go for something creative and that Stork's going to go obs first. So we'll see how it ends up turning out here.
Yeah, there is, of course, like you said, the option of sneaking a probe behind, not necessarily just for cheese, but also a scout, but that does cost you a little bit of time. It costs you a pylon or an extra probe if you want to try to trick that probe through. Also, a lot of players have actually been preemptively mining out the mineral patch around their temples to prevent that from happening. Actually, you can do that, and then your opponent can't sneak any more probes through that way. Anyway, both players, once again, starting off, obviously, with the 10 gate. We've seen basically no proxies, no early pylons. I'm sorry, no manor pylons or anything too strange in these games so far. So you know, maybe Stork's just deciding he can beat Kal in a standard game, and Kal just hasn't found his moment yet or whatever. But it's definitely different in tempo from Stork versus Best or Stork versus Bisu, where Stork was, I think, a lot more aggressive in the early game. And looks like both players have gone for gas first here rather than pylon first, but identical build so far. And Stork is gonna, well, Kal's gonna get the scout in first, I think. Stork is probably gonna, well, we're gonna see what happens.
Right now, cybernetic score going down first rather than second gateway, and also a pylon alongside. So we're at least seeing some standard, at least something standard at this stage. Not seeing a cybernetic score. I think it's going up though in the meantime in the opposite base here. And yeah, it's honestly, what did I say earlier? I actually wanted to get back to a point that Kal, I think he could have beaten, he would have been had better odds against anyone else in this bracket. He would have had better odds against Firebat Hero, would have had better odds against who else is in this? Bisu, we would have had better odds, I think, against Free. I think he could, I don't know, Bisu's a very solid PvP player, but I think he's a little bit more vulnerable than Stork is to cheese. And again, I'm going to have to keep my mouth shut, otherwise Kal might end up out-cheesing Stork in this series here. It looks like Stork is going to be able to get that probe scout around. Cybernetic score a little bit late there. Maybe that was to produce an additional zealot. I'm not quite sure the purpose of producing that additional zealot at this stage of the game on Medusa. I'm not entirely, like, I've seen a couple maps, I've seen several matches, but not a lot of PvP, and most of the PvP I've seen has been somewhat non-standard, again, with the, looks like that second gateway going down now. And I've seen a lot of this, though, trying to sneak probe scouts in along the backside. And it looks like we are seeing, in fact, the mine out along, yeah, very clever, mining out so he can't get that additional scout in. So this leads me to believe that we are, in fact, going to see Stork going for something creative rather than Kal, because as you can see, Stork getting rid of his minerals to try to deny scouting rather than basically going forward and doing additional scouting or leaving those minerals up on the opposite end, and producing additional zealot. And I think that might be to isolate his front door. And he had that anyway. Just a little bit of speculation here. Still has those 3 probes. It looks like moving one probe from gas. They're shifting it off to avoid a little bit of hit. And now Citadel of Adun going down for Kal. So it looks like quick Dark Templar tech here, and seeing what he's seeing thus far. And we'll see if Stork does in fact go obs first.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see if he decides to go for that weird build he did in Game 1. He could be in big trouble if he decides to go for that 2-gate into expansion, because I don't see a robotics facility going down. And I think the timing should be his robotics facility should be going down at this point. If he doesn't have that robotics facility going down, and he doesn't manage to get a probe scout in, he could be in a world of pain, because Templar Archive's already going down right now. Already Stork would struggle if he put down the robo facility, but I think he's actually... Oh, he's going to actually try to trick the probe through, but he misses on the first attempt here. Is he going to get it on the first... Oh, no, Stork! Oh, Stork's going to miss the scout, because now the probe's getting chased away. Wow, Kal was very smart there, actually. He saw the probe leave his the vicinity of his natural expansion, and he immediately chased it. So Stork has his late robotics facility going up now, and Kal could really take him out really quickly here with this DT rush.
So DT is being produced now. The question, this is going to be absolutely key. Whether we see the expansion here, it looks like we're seeing the robotics facility. The Sobs is going to be very, very late. Those Dark Templar are going to be all but on top of Stork when they are produced. If they just decide to walk down, it looks like range being upgraded as well, denying the scout. And this is the problem: is Stork is not going to be able to get inside of Kal's base. Going to apply some forward pressure here as well. Give the impression that maybe he's gone for, I don't know, trying to convince that he's maybe gone 3-gate at this stage, and that's going to, oh, this is bad. Stork's going to bring his troops out as well. He's going to start pushing up, and he's just going to end up running that Dark Templar or being out of position just in case that Ops was in time on that front door. So now pushing up with these Dragoons, with these Zealots, he's going to, we'll see if he sees this waiver or not, and he's pushing in now. Maybe he saw it. It does not look like he saw it. That Dark Templar is going to be able to go, and he's going to have free reign on Stork's base. This is going to hurt.
Oh yeah, wow, this could be a game right here. Observatory's going up. It's going to be late. Like you said, oh, Stork has seen it now. Stork is definitely bringing, has definitely seen it because he's bringing 2 goons back now. And Stork is not going to be able to do any... Well, yeah, now, obviously he's seen it. One of his Zealots is getting, like, his legs chopped off. But Stork is going to lose a lot of probes no matter what happens. Actually, the observatory came a little earlier than I thought, but Stork needs to basically... well, there's not much he can do at this point. He's just going to lose probes. He's going to sit there and take it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, he should run them, actually. And then just block the path to the probes with his goons. Yeah, there we go. And once that Obs comes out, he can finally kill that Dark Templar. Dark Templar, I think, is at 8 kills right now. So this is not good for Stork at all. Ouch. I mean, I really like Kal's play here. Just killing off that probe scout, that was crucial, and Stork messed up with his pylon trick the first time. So these tiny things. I mean, if he had got that pylon back behind the base a little earlier, maybe he would have built that robotics facility a little earlier. Who knows? But you know, this is not looking good for Stork. Even though he has held off the DTs for now, he's down that many probes, and it looks like he's going to go for his own citadel. Maybe try to catch Kal off guard here.
Yeah, he's got to go for something aggressive here. Kal can expand. All he has to do is hold at this stage, and he'll end up ahead into the mid game. So it looks like he is doing that. He's putting up an expansion of his own and just putting down additional gateway and just holding. Stork's going to try to be aggressive in this mainstay. He's going to try to go up and put some pressure. He's still got that Dragoon back in his mineral line just in case, it looks like. But yeah, he was going to... That's the problem with this. This isn't a ramp map, so you can't just put a Dragoon on your front door and let it absorb some blows and then try to push it out then. With that Dark Templar, and another scout able to get inside the base. It is going to see the Templar archives. It's going to see everything here.
No.
So, oh man, things just not going Stork's way here. Checking, not seeing the secondary. More that's key right there. Seeing that Stork wasn't in fact going to just try to play into the late game. That Stork was in fact going to go for some sort of push maneuver here. So Kal's going to be in a good position to, and it looks like actually Stork might be drawing back now. But keep in mind, Kal's economy. He's had those additional minerals. He's got that additional gateway. He's in a very good position at this stage of the game. He's just economically so far ahead, putting down a forge right now, and he might even put some cannons on his front door if he felt like it. But honestly, I think Stork might have been thinking, I don't know, Storm drop some Dark Templar of his own. Either way, he's not going to get it done, not with Kal having the spot, not as good as Kal is at this stage of the game. But yeah, things just not going Stork's way all the way across the board here.
In pretty big trouble here. He's just got that small group of forces and that shuttle now, and he's going to need to pull off something quite impressive with the shuttle to be able to do anything here.
So it looks like we lost Cholera. A little bit of a technical difficulty. Hopefully that doesn't cause too much disruption in the video. So now Stork going for a Dark Templar drop alongside. Wow, I think that just might be a single Dark Templar. Might be trying to disrupt in the secondary, but Kal on top of it. anticipating this, has again seeing that Templar Archives is going to have a cannon just in case it was a high Templar drop or anything. The question is will that cannon be in time? That cannon just now phasing in. How many Dark Templar are in there? It looks like we see 2 Dark Templar. The Dark Templar should be able to take that cannon out, and the cannon is in fact canceled. So wow, Stork finding ways to keep himself in this game. Now he's going to, having a little bit of an economic disrupt here, and that's going to definitely help. That's going to help Stork out a lot. And Stork going for an attack. Wow. While Kal's out of position with those Dragoons, he's going to go for an attack on the front door. 4 Dragoons in the back. This might Stork didn't have those units in position though to really push forward with that, but he still might be able to get an attack off right here. That Nexus almost going down though, and we'll see if Stork decides to if he can ferry a couple troops up there, he still might be able to take it out. Looks like he is going to try to ferry some Zealots up there to try to take that Nexus out, and they might just with the pounding be able to focus fire up there. But 4 Dragoons in position to catch the shuttle, and that shuttle is in fact going to go down. It's 1 Zealot, 2 Zealots able to get out. We'll see if that's enough to take that Nexus down. I don't think it's going to be enough. It's just too much health, but it's in the red. It's so close. It goes down! Wow, Nexus goes down. Stork manages to keep himself in this game. Unbelievable. You can see the look on Kal's face right there. Wow. That is absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. So Stork taking down the Nexus, and I think wow, I cannot believe this. So it looks like he still might be able to come back from this. Kal trying to take his main now and expand at the same time. He's going to apply some pressure to Stork to try to, I guess, finish this off. That's got to be somewhat, and he might be losing a little bit of a mental edge here. He's a little bit, that's got to be frustrating, though, just having 2 Zealots go up and take down that Nexus like that. He's bringing up the bear of his entire force. Stork looks like he's in position. I think he's going to be able to hold this off with the units he has. He's seeing a little bit of that disruption. He sees a lot of Dragoons on that front door. Now Kal trying to bear down here and disrupt this Nexus. Dark Templar in there. I don't see, there is an Observer alongside. There's no counter Observer to take that out. Looks like the Observer now coming upside for Stork to try to deal with that Dark Templar, but still, the way these troops are being funneled, I think the reinforcements still will be okay for Stork. As you can see, a lot of Dragoons milling in the background, but I might be off here actually. A lot of those Dragoon line very thin. Now Stork finally pushing up to get the 2 lines of Dragoons to help in the meantime. So, but Kal still pressing. It looks like he has a superior amount of Dragoons. The question is his reinforcements. At the very least, these probes are going to have to come off the line. It looks like they are coming off the line to an assist in a frontal attack. Just 3 Dragoons left. Where are Stork's reinforcements? I expected some more reinforcements alongside, and it doesn't look like they're coming. So Kal is probably going to be actually able to take out this Nexus. There's the Reaver slowly coming up alongside, and that might stave this attack off. But at the very least, Kal's able to wipe out a lot of Stork's forces. He was able to kill a couple of probes, not able to do a lot more damage on top of that. But this is going to give Kal time to take that gas at his natural. He's also going to be able to take that mineral only. He's putting down some additional gateways, and honestly, I expect an onslaught from this stage on. He knows he's still got somewhat of an economic edge. He's also got that additional gas. He can just regroup and push out again, honestly, at this stage, or just wait for a couple Templar that Reaver without a shuttle, he's not going to be able to do a lot. Observer in the backfield getting a good look at the base, and right now Stork's just going to fall behind. He doesn't have an additional, as you can see, these gateways, additional gateways going down in anticipation of that additional income from that Nexus, and there's nothing that Stork's going to be able to do in about a minute or so to stop the onslaught of troops that are going to be pouring into the front of his base. He's only going to have 4 gateways. He's only going to be running off 2 bases, and there's no way he can cap an additional expansion with Kal in position. Kal putting that cannon down, and as well as pylons to make sure that that's secure. Looks like he's also upgrading weapons 1, so definitely thinking about a killing blow here. Second Reaver looks like it's been produced on that front door. That's the one thing that might save Stork here, is if Kal just gets a little bit too suicidal, gets a little bit too aggressive, and then pushes out and ends up losing the entirety of his force to those 2 Reavers at that gap. That could be a big momentum changer, but honestly I don't see that happening. Still just though 4 gateways and 2 Reavers versus a very large attack force coming from Kal momentarily, and even then let's assume that Kal does in fact suicide the entirety of his force. What is he going to do? Kal taking this opportunity to expand once again, and there's no way that Stork can really expand. He just he can't cap it, and now he's got a shuttle, and Stork knows it, so he's going to push out. He's going to try to get it done with this attack force here, and he's going to be running into an equal-sized force without Reavers, but eventually a larger force, and this actually might be, this is the one moment that Stork could win this. If he pushes up with this attack, if he succeeds with it, does some damage, I don't see that happening, but if he does do some damage, if he can just micro over this perfectly, he might come back into this game, but otherwise he's just going to fall way too far behind. Those Reavers pushing up, getting some damage on those Zealots, trying to micro. Shuttle goes down, and I think that's going to be it from the attack. That Reaver's been picked off. Second Reaver's been picked off, and that's going to be it. Stork's force is going to get wiped out. There's GG. Sorry for losing Cholera halfway through that, but Stork trying to stay in that, and with that Nexus, it looked like he had a glimmer of hope, but Cal's economy was just too strong. He had too many resources up at the beginning there. Out of that Nexus, I should say. Going on, we'll have Cholera on for the next game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So Kal actually up here, 2-1, unexpected to me. I don't think a lot of people expected him to beat Stork in this match, but Stork a little bit on the back foot here, not playing to his full potential here. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Thank you for listening.